welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Zizle Mdagane, for those of you who do not know. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If it is your first time here, if you have just recently subscribed, hello king, hello queen. Thank you so much. Thank you for the likes, for the views, for the new subscribers. Guys, we're on our way to 1K subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you. If you have not watched any of my videos, I would advise that you do, just to get a bit of a perspective on the kind of person I am, the kind of content that's on this channel, and maybe if you have been on this channel and maybe you have not been watching my videos for the longest time, maybe just take it way back. Let's go way back and view some of my oldest or my previously uploaded videos, just for a bit of context on where we are in this part of my life, in my journey, and basically with the kind of content that we are now sharing on this channel. With that said, guys, Mogel has been busy. Mogeli has been busy for the Lord, and I love it. For me, I've been busy for the Lord, for Jehovah Jireh, for Yahweh, for the great I am. Kuningi, but more than anything, I've been exhausted. I've been tired. I'm currently recovering and just resting and just resetting and unwinding and just getting myself together and bonding again with those that I love, mainly my friends, my family, and everybody else that I have not seen in the longest time. But before we get into today's indaba, to today's talk, which is actually this kind of videos, like the sit downs and everything, these are one of actually like my favorite segments on the channel, because they don't require too much admin in terms of like video, recording everything, etc, and the editing. It's not that much, so I love it for me, and I know that a lot of people actually love it as well. But I'm actually realizing that the kind of work that I've been doing, the kind of content I've been putting on my channel, you guys seem to be liking it too. So thank you so much. So as per usual, when we have sit downs on this channel, grab yourself a drink, tea, whatever it is that you would like to have. I've just gotten back from work, so I'm having myself orange juice because, child, I'm tired, I'm thirsty, I just need a bit of vitamins in my system. All right, so okay guys, generally in Dabanje, when you're going to be talking a lot, now I get thirsty, my mouth gets very dry, so I tend to want to consume a bit of liquids. All right, thank you very much. Okay, anyway, right, I wanted to talk about something that I know a lot of us suffer from, or tend to fall into, in terms of when you are obviously trying to push and trying to be your best self, and you're becoming, and you are trying to do your best in everything and trying to push your opportunities, and especially when those opportunities and when your hard work now pays off, and all the hard work you've been putting in, all the consistency, the effort actually starts showing, and God decides to open up those doors for you. God decides to grant you those opportunities that you're praying for. We oftentimes fall into this trap of having the imposter syndrome. Now, I'm talking about something that I particularly suffer from a lot, simply because generally I know that as much as I'm very aware of myself, and as much as I'm very aware, and I can say that I know and I understand myself. Whew, I hope this is not showing on camera. I doubt it is. As much as let's do that. Right. As much as I am very aware of myself, etc., I actually tend to find myself very undeserving of certain platforms, certain stages, certain associations, certain just certain things that happen to come my way. Because why? I know I'm deserving, I know I'm worth it, I know my value and all of that. But when it comes to me in that particular situation, or in those rooms that I find myself in, or amongst those people that I see in a certain caliber, I really find myself falling short, in the sense of I feel undeserving. I feel very like, you know, I just feel like I shouldn't be here, you know? And the funny thing is that at that moment, it's not coming from them, it's coming from me, you know? And when you're in that position, the very same people that you see or look at in a certain way, obviously they will look at you, you know, from the minute you walk in the door, they will look at you, they'll give you looks. But so many times I've actually realized, and as I've been doing a lot of introspecting and just like, you know, assessing everything that has happened in the past few months, you know, and all the things that I've been doing, and with the people I found myself rubbing shoulders with, I asked myself, wait a minute, who said that those people are looking at you in the perspective of you're not supposed to be here, you are short of this, or you are this, you are that? What if, excuse me, it's actually more of you walking into a room and people actually realizing your power, and actually seeing your power, and actually seeing who you are and just how great you are? Because this is the thing, people know your power before you even do or say anything. That's the truth of the matter. A lot of people can actually see your greatness the minute you walk into the room, because you come in with so much light, you come in with so much positivity, you come in with so much command. And added to that, if you're confident as I am, you know, generally in your mind, the only thing you think of, oh no, I'm just confident, I'm just walking in my confidence, I'm walking in the path that God chose for me. But like, do you really tap into that particular moment, you know? And I found that I would always misinterpret the looks, the stares, as, who does she think she is? Oh, she thinks she's better. How the hell did she, you know, get there? I mean, look at her sitting with Abo Mang Mang. Look at her sitting with, you know, this, and that. And I mean, then when I look at myself and I'm actually just reflecting, and I ask myself, okay, let's be real. Like, for example, I'll be very, very frank with you guys. For example, as much as I know that I can sing, I know that I'm gifted in singing, I have yet to see how far and how great my gift is. And I'm seeing it now that I am doing it in the Lord's, I mean, for the Lord's kingdom, you know, and in God's kingdom. It's just getting magnified in such a way that I didn't know it to be, right? So now when I look at myself, I'm like, okay, but hold on a minute. Can you not sing? Yes. Can you not capture a crowd? Yeah. Can you not do X, Y, and Z? Yeah. So what's your problem? And I say this because I had the very same conversation with my colleague today. And she's always telling me, Z, you're in the wrong place. Z, you're wasting your time here. Z, you know, use this time since you're here to just, you know, invest in your craft, and to just research about your craft, see different ways that you can. And obviously I've been complaining about not being, or not getting better jobs, or not being where I am as far as I believe I should be, and as far as the career that I want, the job that I want, right? I've been complaining about all of that. But after that conversation, I walked away with, listen, your exit point, your time of exit in this place will be after you have well utilized your time in this environment. Look, guys, I've been complaining about my job for so long, and I've neglected the other part that God has been trying to show me. My job is very flexible in the sense that it varies in terms of it being busy. there's some moments and seasons that are very, 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 very demanding and hectic. Then there's some moments where it's just easy, it's calm. And I thank God for that, because at those moments, I've noticed how busy I get with church programs and church invites and this and this and that, you know? But I've never really looked at that and actually found myself seeing it as something, as a time for me to invest in my craft, to invest in who I am, where I want to be, in terms of all my other aspects, you know, and particularly with this gift that I know God wants me to use. And because now I'm seeing him use me in this way, it's making where I am make more sense. So you find that as much as then fine, you know, I complain and this and that, that mentality, that mindset of me not progressing in my career now tends to filter onto other aspects of me. Because this is the thing, you might not be the greatest thing that's ever happened in your workplace, you might not be the greatest thing that's ever happened in your church, you might not be the greatest thing that's ever happened to your family, but in your world, you are the SH, right? You are the thing. You are greatness. In your world, you are greatness. And it's time for us to really recognize our greatness. It's time for me to really recognize the greatness and not shun away from, you know, the path and the opportunities that come with it. Don't see yourself, and I'm talking to me as well, I'm including myself. Don't see yourself as not worthy to be seated next to certain people of a certain status. Don't see yourself as undeserving to be in certain rooms or walking into certain places or, you know, driving certain... This is the thing, like, the imposter syndrome is so bad because you end up being an underachiever in places where you could be achieving a whole lot more, simply because of how you view yourself overall. Because there's a difference between being confident and really having your confidence work for you and knowing that you deserve to be there. You know, if I am confident, I should know that I deserve these things. And not in the sense of being entitled, no. But it makes no sense to have confidence. In fact, do we even still call it confidence if we still feel and see ourselves as undeserving? Because if I'm confident, then definitely that opportunity is mine. Definitely I should be there. Definitely this and that, right? I'm just, you know, sharing that how much feeling like an imposter in your own journey, in your own path, how much that actually takes away from you, how much that limits you, and how much that actually blocks you and delays you for the greatness that you're actually walking towards. No path is easy. No path is just gonna be flowers and roses. No, but it's you walking the path and knowing that I am in this path for a reason. I need to walk this path. I should be walking this path. Because then when you have that mentality, then you don't feel inferior. Then you don't feel like you shouldn't be in 1 or 2 and 3 places. Also, I mean, when the Bible says that we are a royal priesthood, child, do you know what royalty is? I mean, I call you guys my kings and queens for a reason. For a reason. What was the reason? I call you guys kings and queens for a reason. Because we need to see ourselves in that high regard. We need to see ourselves as royalty, as things that will, as much as, yes, we will walk the streets of gold in heaven, but now, in the now, we need to be of royalty. We need to act royal. We need to behave royal. We need to know that the opportunities we have are because we are of royalty, and we deserve it. It doesn't mean now we need to be proud and boastful and entitled. No. But when you get to see yourself in your journey and deserving and needing to be in that journey, we then make it easier for ourselves. We then make it more comfortable for ourselves to actually, excel in those various places and in those opportunities or in those, rooms that we are. So a lot of people would look at you for example, you are an intern, right? You're going to be a lawyer. You're studying to be a lawyer. You are an intern. You're doing your articles. I think that's even better. That is part of the journey, but your associations will put you in places where you could possibly rub shoulders. Not even could possibly. There would be instances where you would walk into places where there are judges, where there are big names as far as attorneys and lawyers, and then it is of that association that people look at you. And then perhaps you feel that when they look at you, they're like, what is she doing there? She's only just an intern. She's only just doing her articles. But that is where your path is leading to. So now we rob ourselves and we're like, oh no, I'm just doing my articles. I'm just being an intern. And then we rob ourselves of actually being abundant within that circle of association because we feel like we're not there yet. And this is just me saying, own it. Own it. The sooner we familiarize ourselves with our journey and where we ought to be, the better it will be in terms of us being comfortable. The better we can excel and achieve the most once we actually just own our path and our journey. Imposter syndrome is just fear, delays, blocking, etc., etc., etc. So we need to own it. We need to own our journeys. We need to own our paths. We need to own our gifts. We need to own the opportunities that we have worked so hard for. I need to own it as well. Because if you're not going to take it, if I'm not going to take it, somebody else will. Somebody else will. And we would be sitting here again in regret as though we were never given the opportunity or we didn't do enough. And nothing hurts as far as I have it, but I've never utilized it. I've never used the opportunities that I have. So, imposter syndrome or not, do it scared anyway. Do it proud, do it bold, do it scared, do it anyway. Do it anyway. Eventually, you will feel, you will feel comfortable. You would have really owned it, and it starts by just taking it one day at a time, walking in your path, walking in your journey. Thank you for watching. And that concludes our talk. I hope you liked this video. Hit that like button and definitely subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Mwah, mwah, mwah.